Good afternoon and welcome, viewers. What a day of election results it truly was yesterday. Yes, this has been a red wave in the United States of America. If you look at the current trends, Donald Trump's Republican Party has won 295 electoral votes, while Kamala Harris is trailing with 226 electoral votes. Now, the interesting thing to note here is that there are two battleground states, namely Arizona and Nevada, where the results haven't been called yet. But with Donald Trump in the lead, even in those battleground states, it is quite possible that those two states will propel him to a number of over 300 electoral votes. Yes, so it's a clear, comfortable majority, a sweeping win this time for the Republicans. Now, one question which has plagued people's minds is that what exactly led to this kind of a victory? One, of course, is anti-incumbency against the incumbent Biden administration and the Democrats as a whole. The last-minute effort towards before the election to change the Joe Biden and make Kamala Harris as the president hasn't worked out for the Democrats, and they seriously have a lot to introspect. Coming now to what went in Trump's favor, one of course was economic issues. Yes, viewers, a recent survey conducted in the United States suggests that at least 75% of Americans felt that the economy was going in a wrong direction under the Biden administration. So there was economic, hardships faced by the people, along with inflation, really took a toll on their lives, and that is what resulted in anger against the Biden administration. Apart from that, of course, Donald Trump's promise of big tax cuts, hiking the tariff, which is the tax on imports, as well as bringing factories back to the country, seems to have struck a chord with a large number of voters, cutting across socio-economic groups. Then the second big reason which went in Trump's favor was that of illegal immigration or infiltration. As you all know, viewers, I had spoken about it earlier. This has always been among the big poll planks of Donald Trump and a big issue in his campaign. It seems that his promising the biggest mass deportation of illegal immigrants in the history of the United States has struck a chord with a large number of Americans. Interestingly, a data point suggests that the largest migrant group of the United States, that is Latino voters or Latin Americans, voted in larger number for Donald Trump as compared to what they did in 2020. This time, 54% of Latin American men voted for Donald Trump as compared to 36% who voted in the year 2020. Then the third and a very important factor is a gender divide which has taken place in America. Yes, viewers, to some extent, the gender divide is quite real on the ground. An interesting data point here suggests that Donald Trump has a 10% lead over Kamala Harris when it comes to male voters, but he lags 10% behind when it comes to female voters. What does this mean, viewers? This also means that there were certain less educated men who were in the United States. They have gone and voted for Donald Trump as well. So in a way, there has been a clear consolidation of the white male vote on one side and a counter-polarization, of course, on the other side. According to many political experts based in America, viewers, they feel that a large number of the American population, particularly among men, are not still ready to see a woman as the president of the United States. And that, viewers, is one thing seemingly which went against Kamala Harris for sure. On top of that, the issue of abortion, which was among the biggest issues which were raised by Kamala Harris, it does not seem to have struck a chord with a large number of voters, barring a certain select group. So these are just some of the reasons which have led to a landslide victory for Donald Trump's Republican Party. Viewers, as an Indian, all I can say is that I do hope that, considering Donald Trump's personal chemistry, a good chemistry which he has with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that this will bring ensure better India-US relations, and which will help both countries for a long time in the future to come. I hope you enjoyed my coverage of this election. Viewers, it was my first attempt, I must say, of speaking about matters outside India. With camera person Vinesh Sapra.